And we are live with our 4th episode of Thicc Topix.
Welcome, everybody. This is Leo Duran.
This is Trae Rodriguez. And today we have a very special episode.
We have our first guest, America's favorite Eagle Scout and co-host of the Internet World Order podcast. Check it out on all major podcast platforms. Austin Koch.
Austin Koch, how you doing?
How's everybody doing? My name's Austin Koch. I am America's favorite Eagle Scout, and I'm joining my two best buds today. I came a very long distance, the 12 feet from my room to their closet, and I'm really excited to be here today. I appreciate you guys having me on.
God, you look good.
You're looking great, man. The top knot's great. The
You have
beard's
such
looking
a radio voice, dog. You know that?
This,
Oh my
man.
gosh, I try.
You just have it. I don't know what it is, but you have it.
I dabble.
So Austin was the one that kind of inspired us to start this podcast thing. And so how did you get into it? Like, how did you start doing the podcast deal, and what made you want to, do that?
Bored white guy with an opinion. I guess that's how all podcasts kind of started. Like, when I told people, they just kind of looked at me and I was like, I know what you're thinking. Kids at home may not know, but we know.
Dude, that's funny because I've been thinking, if it weren't for quarantine, we might not have done this.
I know.
We just were so bored.
We were so bored that one time.
Well, if it wasn't for quarantine, we'd have Halloween Kills later this year, but we all can't have nice things in this 2020.
Yeah, man. We've not had any nice things.
Dude, no concerts, no movies, no concerts.
What was the thing we were talking about earlier? I want to get a little bit more deeper on that. The Sturgis in South Dakota.
Oh, yeah.
Elaborate more on that.
So it's the biggest motorcycle rally in the country every single year.
Mm-hmm.
And they continue to have it this year. It's this weekend out in South Dakota, at Sturgis, South Dakota, a little town.
Okay.
And yeah, the pictures that have come from it are just there's so many people,
There's really a lot of
big
people
concert,
there.
250,000, I think. And it's their anniversary, 80 or 75 years, something crazy like that this year. And yeah, there's just not a lot of people wearing masks.
They just said, fuck it.
It's the biggest event in the country since March, or since I get maybe the year.
That's crazy.
Probably since March, since the quarantine happened. It's the biggest event in the year.
So they're going to celebrate their anniversary by getting a bunch of them killed. Basically. That's way to go, guys.
Party hard, man.
It's definitely, yeah.
Well, they're all old, dude. It's not like it's young, scrapping young bucks.
Yeah.
Going out there with perfect health and wearing their masks. It's
there's a lot of people that have been going for a long time.
I want to show you a video of that one dude in a biker jacket with the air tank next to him, just straddling around.
Yeah.
Checking out everything.
Dude, there's people that have been doing it forever. They just go every
That's
year.
crazy.
Well, they can check out there and then go check in the hospital. I don't. You guys knew this was coming.
I mean,
Austin's definitely one of the more darkest, humorous guys I know.
Well, it's just fact too. I mean, come on. A lot of them are gonna get
people
sick. People
will get sick.
Well,
People will get sick.
COVID,
and they will get pregnant, and they will die.
COVID is real.
COVID is a real thing that people experience in America. I don't know why I sounded like Bernie there for a second.
Keep it going. We love it.
We're doing improv right now.
Yeah, man. Life is improv, man. We're faking it until we make it every day.
I hear someone told me that you never learn how to be a parent. You kind of just have a kid and then you're like, oh, it's go time. I don't know what that means, but here we go. And then you're changing diapers and putting up with it. You don't get it, Mom. It's not a phase. And that's how you end up at this point that you're at.
I've said that to my mom so many times. There's so many phases.
I told that to my dad when I got a septum piercing. Guess how long ago that was?
How long ago?
It was
5 months.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, it was way longer than that.
It was December.
It was actually November. I remember because I was miserable.
You remember November?
Yeah. Remember the 5th of November. That's what we're all here for. V for Vendetta. You guys have seen that, right?
A fucking long time
ago.
When I was a little kid when that movie came out.
Yeah, I was young.
Yeah, I think I watched it on MTV back after MTV was music, nah, and they started playing more movies and more
more kids getting pregnant.
Jersey Shore,
yeah.
and 16 and Pregnant, and you guys remember Next?
What was Next? I feel why is it ringing a bell?
I don't remember
dude. Next was a TV show where they'd have someone a man or a woman, and they would have a bunch of dudes waiting in a van. A bunch of okay, this sounds like it's going a different direction than it actually is.
Yeah, man.
But
I'm kind of into it. Keep going.
No.
I think I know the videos you're talking about.
Yeah, it's my favorite category.
So you have men or women waiting in a van, and then they get called out and they try to do stuff on a date, and if they don't like how it's going, or if they do like how it's going, they just stay. But if they're like, oh, this is a bad date, next, or like, you're not my type, next. There was a time, I rewatched it recently, but this guy walked out like literally seconds out of the van. He goes up and he's like, hi, my name's Christian, or
next.
whatever. And she was like, I'm sorry, you're just not tall enough for me, next.
Oh my god.
And he was just like, well, thanks for coming out. And then he like walked out and he's like, well, that sucked. Like, I just wasted all this money to come out here for her to call me like a hobbit.
What a shot to the ego.
He was like 5'8", and she's like, nah.
Oh my god.
I hope that guy's happily married and
I hope
she's
he's
single.
doing well. And I hope she's, I don't know. I don't wish harm on her, but that's cut, bro. That's savage.
Yeah, it's brutal. He was just like, hello. And she's like, nah. Like, he barely got out a sentence, and she was like,
The producers were
short.
probably like, damn, dude, we're sorry. That wasn't even part of the script.
Bro,
Dude, the camera guy was probably laughing
Here's a
hysterically.
cheesecake gift card, man. Lunch on us. Sorry, man.
You want to be in one of our next music videos for Fallout Boy?
I'm good, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
good. God, ego destroyed
Oh,
on
man.
TV.
Happens to the best of us.
Man. Just take your lumps, take it on the chin, move on.
Yeah, it's just MTV's changed so much. Everything's changed so much. Like, I don't like.
Remember when MTV had music?
I do. I love that. I'd wake up on like a Saturday
Cool, man.
and I'd hear like Queens of the Stone Age, and I was like, oh, it's go time.
Bro, you guys never watched like Sucker Free Sundays?
I did.
When it was like,
I
yeah,
actually
yeah.
didn't watch
Bro,
that.
Sucker Free
I watched
Sundays.
Sucker Free
was
Sundays.
sick.
Yeah.
That's wild. What is wrong with me?
just hip hop on Sundays, man, all day.
I feel like it really changed when they started implementing like Jersey Shore. Like, that was the big one because that was a huge hit for them.
I blame the Kardashians for that, dog. I blame all reality TV and all that on the Kardashians.
It's such garbage TV, but god damn it if it's not addicting.
It's addicting because it's dramatic, bro. And then
Yeah.
you put yourself there and you're like, what? And then, you know, like you're deep 13 seasons in. Like, they're like, what, on season 21?
Dude, they've had reunion, family reunion, Vegas
A
Miami
reunion?
reunion. Yeah.
But they live together. Don't they have like a compound? It's like a televangelist compound where they all hang out.
Reunions good
Not
for
like
TV.
not like 24/7. They
Okay,
have,
well, yeah. I mean,
they
that
have
makes
their
sense.
own lives.
I thought they all lived together. I don't like. Okay, so I don't like pay attention to like the Kardashians. I know a lot of people do.
I
but,
thought
like,
you were talking about Jersey Shore, Doug.
Oh, dude.
Oh, no, we'll get on the
Oh,
Jersey Shore. We're on the
dude,
Kardashians.
Give me
right
back. Give me back.
I thought you were saying that the Jersey Shore people live together
I had
24/7.
so many thoughts running through my head, and like all I remember from that show is the guy knocking himself out by like headbutting a wall.
That was
That's
That's
awesome.
my only memory
That
of
was
that.
was
awesome.
Ronnie.
The situation. No, the
No,
situation.
the situation it was. He
Yeah.
like took a temper tantrum and he like got concussed
Dude, I
himself
saw
on the
that.
wall.
I saw like an interview, and they're like, "Why'd you do that?" And he's like, "Man, because one time I was getting in a fight with the dude, and I wanted to like freak him out, like shock value. So I put my head through the drywall. But they were in Italy,
It was all
and
brick.
it was all concrete,
Oh my
dude. All the
God.
bits. So that's.
Dumbass.
How did you get here? Yes. You
That's
explain
funny.
that to people.
They show him like in the confession booth, and like the next scene, he's like in a neck brace.
Oh my god.
Ronnie would have whipped his ass,
Oh
dude.
my god, dude, he's huge.
He probably did that on purpose. He's like, compressing my neck 4 inches is much
It'll be
better than
good
just
for
taking a
TV.
beating.
Yeah, right.
It'll be good for TV.
We've all
Anyway.
been there, right,
Yeah.
guys?
Back to the Kardashians.
Okay. We're on the Kardashians.
We're on the
Yes,
Kardashians
yes,
right
Okay.
Full Kardashian.
You better not lie to me or I'll cry.
No,
I
bro.
don't like
'cause
being
if
lied
I
to.
see you cry, I'm gonna start to cry.
My cat says she wants attention and then she turns away from me, and I was like, you lied to me.
Bro, my mom complained to me about adding her on Snapchat. Now when I Snapchat her, she never responds. Dog, it happens to us.
Oh my god. Don't even get me started.
It'd be the women you love the most, bro, that don't give you the
Right?
attention.
Be your own people.
We all want what we can't
We
have.
all want, we can't have. And for me, I just want my mother's attention.
Leo's got mommy issues.
What's
Oh,
up?
we're gonna bully you for that.
Nobody's perfect, man.
I sound like a completely different person on this podcast
You
because, well, yeah, on Internet World Order, we don't curse and we keep it as family friendly as we possibly can.
It's all good.
Plus,
homie.
we record remotely, so like here, I'm like, can I say the F word?
Depends what F word, but
Whoa, okay,
Whoa,
okay, yeah.
whoa,
whoa.
First of all,
Don't you even fucking think about it.
you can't have that.
the
We
word
can't
that
have
you
that.
just said. Okay,
You can say fuck.
Yeah.
this is the FCC just won't let me be. So I'm trying not to curse because it's just, I want to work. And
every day,
I
man.
don't want to be just dropping F-bombs on a podcast and like the first thing they see is like, hey, yeah, so your resume looks good, but we found Thicc Topix. And I'm like,
changing lives, dog.
And then
we altering lives for better and worse.
We're covering ground, man. That's what's up.
No such thing as bad publicity, am I
We
right?
run that shit. Yeah.
okay.
Austin's like, cool, I still don't have a job.
Yeah.
That's all right, bro. More
What do
time
you
you can
do?
hang out with us.
I don't work.
We got to do everything we can to make sure Austin doesn't get a job so he can hang out with us more.
Yeah, that's the only way we can get him to hang out with us more. If he's just unemployed.
Gee, thanks, guys.
Only KC, bro. We love you.
Touch.
Don't touch me.
We love the time we have with you,
So
man.
glad that
Oh,
rubbed
man.
off on you. You guys, well, Leo, you've kind of seen The Room. You like fell asleep during the best parts, and you're like, "This movie's stupid."
I fall asleep through a lot of movies. You of anybody in this entire world should know that once I'm sitting down watching a movie, if I'm stagnant for more than 25 minutes, I'm sleeping.
I know. You came over to hang out yesterday, and you're like, "Hey, bro, you want to hang out?" And then you fell asleep watching King of the Hill.
I'm such a piece of shit friend, man. I'll come hang out with Austin and fall asleep on the couch. Wake up, tell him good night, I love you, and go home.
You changed. Yeah, you're like, "I'm gonna go home and sleep." I was like, "You just did that for like 6 hours." And I watched 8 episodes of King of the Hill. I don't know if that math adds up, but God, it hurt my
I
feelings,
think
bro.
that's 6 hours. No, it's probably 4.
Probably 4
Each
30-minute
episode,
episodes.
Yeah, I'm just like, God dang it, Bobby.
God damn, boy ain't
What
right.
is this techno?
That boy ain't right. King of the Hill, phenomenal cartoon.
I was just never into it, man. I just never watched it as a kid. And
Yeah,
like,
watch
it's
more.
funny.
You gotta
You're
watch
not
more,
exactly
man.
the audience for it.
Yeah.
The audience is like people who are unaware that it's making fun of like conservative Texas.
I mean, like, it is, Doug.
It is.
People
It's
that are
Mike Judge.
unaware.
Well, they appreciate it and they're like, thank you for not just like calling us stupid, but like actually giving us like a complex character. But like a lot of people are just like, this is how it is. Like, damn. This is how I live my life. And I love that show. You know that you guys have seen Office Space, right?
I've not seen
I've seen
Office.
The
so-
Office.
That's not what I'm talking about, but
Okay.
also a good show. Fine work of art. And Office Space is about this guy who goes into work and then he's working like an office job. They filmed it here in Austin. Same guy, Mike Judge.
They should have
So-
called it Austin Space.
Nice.
That- I don't think that markets as well. They're like Austin Space. I don't.
No, the main character should have been named Austin. Be
I
like
appreciate. I appreciate that.
Austin's Space.
Austin Space, but no one in the movie's named Austin, and they never like explicitly are like, we're in Austin. You just see like
if you
the
know,
one.
you know, man. If you know, you know.
It's like over by Westlake. And, like,
Yeah.
so it's kind of almost filmed in Westlake, if we're being honest. But there's so many movies that were filmed in Austin.
We had money. Oh yeah.
It's crazy to think about. There's a new one coming out. It's called Duncan. Have you guys ever heard of it?
Duncan, no.
So here's a Thicc Topic. That's a Thick topic.
Let's get it. He said it.
I said the word.
He said
Roll
the name.
credits.
He
Play
said the name.
Play the outro. It's I just forgot what I was gonna say because I was
Duncan.
laughing.
Duncan. The movie Duncan.
So you guys know what Pizzagate is, right?
No.
So either one of you need to look at Pizzagate right now on your phone.
Pizzagate?
Pizzagate.
You got that, Trey?
It got Alex Jones in trouble because
Oh,
Alex
yeah.
Jones was like a huge proponent of Pizzagate, saying like it's real. It's like
I remember this
filtering like pedophiles and like it's like a child sex.
Pizzagate
What?
is a debunked conspiracy theory that went viral in 2016. Personal email account of John Podesta, Hillary Clinton's campaign manager, was hacked in a spear phishing attack. Wait.
That is insane. What you just read.
Spearfishing attack.
There
I'm
is
confused.
a large boulder the size of a small boulder in the middle of the road. Are you reading it?
Yeah.
It's okay. Well, the point is that it's absolutely bananas.
Yeah.
Like it's just insane. Like some guy like showed up with a
Here it is.
shotgun.
It claimed that the emails contained coded messages that connected several high-ranking Democratic Party officials in U.S. restaurants with an alleged human trafficking and child sex ring. One of the established alleged One of the establishments allegedly involved was the Comet Ping Pong Pizzeria in Washington, D.C.
What the fuck?
Bite me, nerds. Oh my gosh.
So they were trafficking kids with pizza?
That was the rumor. And like some guy showed up with a shotgun thinking that he was going to go all, well, I was going to say Batman, but Batman doesn't use guns. God, I'm a nerd. And he showed up and like
Punisher.
shot at him. And like Alex Jones was like forced to apologize. They're like, look, if you don't apologize, you're going to prison. He's like, I'm sorry.
How did this happen?
How did this happen?
Oh my god!
I told all my followers that a pizza company was trafficking children for sex,
And they
the
believed
Clintons
me.
were involved,
It's like
and they believed me.
it's like the Wayfair one, where they were trafficking kids through their online.
Oh, stop
Like, did you see that
it.
one?
No.
What?
Dude, because there were like cabinets on Wayfair for like stupid expensive, like 10, 20 grand for cabinets.
It's Wayfair.
And I understand, but they were
Wait for
super.
like the grocery store.
No.
Like
no.
they're like a furniture company. Right?
It's like an online furniture company.
Okay, and
They
then
sell a lot of furniture.
I was just on
I
Wayfair,
know
yeah.
they sell other shit too. But yeah, but like the names of the cabinets, like of the models were like kids' names, and people were saying that like it's like they're trafficking kids through like selling these cabinets. I don't know. It was stupid. It was on Reddit, but
as well, man.
I mean, I think conspiracy theories are fun occasionally, but that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire
That's
life. And
crazy.
if you believe that, if you're listening out there, pound sand directly into the beach, preferably in Galveston.
So you're saying it's stupid, but you also can't debunk it.
I feel like
Here we go.
Reddit trying to make deductions, saying that like they've named it after like was it like just children in general? Like was it like the Hank cabinet? Like
what children goes by?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Somebody born in the 50s? I don't.
You ain't never met a kid named Hank.
I actually have.
Oh bullshit!
A kid?
Yeah.
Bullshit.
No, I had a friend named Hank.
And he went by Hank. He didn't go by like a nickname or his middle name.
He went by Hank.
How
That
old
was his
was he?
name.
42.
He was 42. He was 2
actually-
years younger than me. Yeah, he was in my scout troop for a little bit. And I don't know why I said Hank though. Like that's such a weird like I don't know, Hank.
That's such a
like,
grown man name.
Yeah.
It
No,
is.
that it would like
It's like Clarence.
it'd be like whatever 12-foot, this amount of room cabinet, Alicia something. And it would just be thrown in the name of the cabinet.
That's
They do
weird.
that everywhere.
I understand.
That's so,
I'm not
like,
saying I
it's
believe
called
it.
the
People
style
read it
number.
and they're like Illuminati confirmed.
Not confirmed.
I don't.
Lizard people do exist.
These
And they were
people,
all around us, not in sewers, everywhere.
Lizard people.
they're gonna put microchips in our masks so they can track us while we wear them. As we literally have iPhones and phones with serial numbers attached directly to us, and social security and taxes and our addresses, and people are like microchips and cloth masks. Boom, nerds. Checkmate, atheists.
Agreed. I thought you said microchips in our ass. And
Either
then-
way,
That
I
too.
don't.
You could do that too.
Like I
There's
said,
probably
the government's
a cons-
probably sick of tracking us so much. They're probably like, we don't need any more. We don't need to know any
They're like,
more
this
about
guy's
these people.
boring as
These-
hell.
yeah, these are idiots.
Follow him anymore.
This dude's watching porn for the third time today.
This guy lives in Arkansas. Like, why
Yeah,
are we
what is
trying
he
to
gonna
like
do?
follow what
What
he
is he
does
gonna
in
do?
Fayetteville? Like, he goes to the university. Like, he's just chilling. He's just vibing. I don't. It's just
Microchip him.
microchip him.
Get him.
Get him, get him.
Get him and microchip him.
Ask him.
Ask him.
He knows something, I just know it.
Oh, it's conspiracy theories boggle my mind. I can't wrap my I don't. Do you guys believe in some of them?
They're the best, though.
I mean, like,
Not-
I don't know if I thoroughly believe in them, but they are fun to
It's fun to hear.
indulge in
it's-
them.
Yeah, it's fun to indulge and to hear other people's, like people that do really believe it. It's fun to hear their proof and to why it actually can be. I'm like, I can almost respect it. Like, oh, you have that much time and effort to put into this
You
crazy
really-
ass
you-
belief,
you really
and you
believe
do
in all
make it
this.
sound convincing. It's probably not true, dog. But like I said, I don't know enough on it to completely tell you
Mhm.
like you're wrong. But I don't believe it.
I'll
but
do
it's
it.
but it's fun to.
You're wrong.
You're wrong.
You're wrong. Like, I mean, sure, there's some of it where it's like you can speculate, but like, Leo, do you believe in conspiracies?
I don't know, man. Like I just said, I like indulging in them. I like listening to them. I like to hear other people's opinions. But I don't really know if I thoroughly believe in most of them.
That's fair. I respect that
some of them
completely.
do sound like like baloney.
Uh,
And I don't know.
you hear about
lizard people?
I need proof.
AJ Styles when he was like, he's like the argument of the argument that comes from flat earthers is kind of interesting. And Randy Orton's like, you're an idiot, dude.
He made fun. Well, like Daniel
leave
Bryan,
it to Randy to check him down.
Yeah.
He was talking to Daniel Bryan and Renee Young, and he said that, and then Daniel Bryan goes, "The Earth is a sphere," and he's like, "I know, but what I'm saying is," and Renee Young was like, "It moves on an axis." Like they're like, AJ, no, we have video proof.
He's just like the dumb kid in the locker room.
Well,
These are
he's not
WWE
dumb.
superstars,
That's
by the
me.
way.
Yeah, we're talking about
These are
AJ
full-grown-
Styles.
grown
They
people,
don't want
athletes,
none.
adults.
I almost said do, and I remembered that that's John Cena. But I didn't see him.
Oh, you're lame.
Stop.
Oh, I love that. Yahweh.
Oh. Thank you guys for bringing me into your studio. It's very
Yeah, man.
homely.
Oh,
No,
we
you
made
know,
some room,
it's a-
dog.
you know.
Reorganized a little bit.
We're really going for that like athletic boy closet aesthetic.
It's so funny because I'm looking over and I'm seeing like Trae has an aux cord plugged into one side of his headphone and it's just going into the laptop.
Well, I forgot to charge my headphones.
It's cracking me
They're the
up.
ones you had to charge, and I didn't want to put the laptop on the ground, and there's not room
You got
on
all
the
these
table.
cords coming in.
I'm
and
just
you
Can we
like-
just move into a damn house and get a studio, please?
I'm just like
Time,
looking over
in
and I was just
time.
like, he looks like the guy that buys like the beer drinking hat.
Mhm.
And he just like ties it up and he's like, I'm gonna go to Worst Fest, which they're probably gonna cancel Worst Fest, guys.
They already did.
It's
They already
No!
did. Yeah, they did a month ago.
I haven't been yet. How am I gonna avoid it another year?
I've been every year since I was 19.
Oh wow.
Well, aren't you
You're
special?
committed.
That's the best, dude. Worst Fest is awesome. You go get a Worst kebab and a pitcher of beer. You're set for like an hour.
Really.
Stop.
Dude,
now
it's
I
the
want to
best.
go.
They got like all kinds of like German
What
beer.
what other cool festivals have you been to?
Well that's like it's not like a music festival.
Oh, just like music festival, art festival,
Yeah.
food festival.
I went to like a EDC festival kind of thing
Really?
in
The one in
Southern California.
Vegas?
Not the one in Vegas, not the big one.
Oh.
Not
Went
the
to that
cool
just
one.
because I just had
It's
to,
just
I just had to
bigger.
check it
It's
out.
just
You know,
bigger.
Yeah.
I just had to check it out, see what the vibe was about. It was cool. I didn't have a bad time.
You just vibe in.
I didn't. Yeah, pretty much. I didn't do any cool drugs or anything.
No.
But just went and chilled, and I went with Travis.
I'm gonna edit that out of
What?
the podcast.
Just edit this
I
whole.
didn't do any cool drugs.
Yeah.
Why? I didn't.
I'm proud of you. Anyway, now that I'm drawing attention to it,
now it's all like
Now it's-
weird.
No, it's a thing.
That's a thing.
Illuminati
No.
confirmed. Oh, I'm peeking the microphone. I
No, but-
missed that. Go on.
Yeah, I went to that. I go to Worst Fest every year.
hmm
What's the one festival? It's not medieval times,
You've
but
given
it's
me a lot of
basically
options.
no. It's basically like it's just where everything's like old school, like medieval times.
Renaissance Fair?
Renaissance Festival. Yes,
I want to go to
I've
a
been
Renaissance fair
yes.
so bad.
Yeah, Renaissance. Yeah, I've done one of those. Those are super cool.
Those look fun.
LARPing. We should go
LARPing.
LARPing.
I am down to
Always
go
down to
LARPing,
LARP,
man.
dude. We got to get some armor.
Like
But
it's
do-
actually really fun. Like people make fun of it and they're like, look at all those virgins. But like, be honest with yourself, those people are cooler than you. Like,
Man, I'm
like,
down.
I'm
to
gonna
LARP.
go crush a monster energy against my head.
But the thing is, like,
Scream.
is it only like medieval theme LARPing, or are there like more like themes of LARPing? Like, is there like a pirate LARPing? I'd be down for a pirate LARPing.
pirate LARP
Hold
would be
on now.
tight.
Hold on. Say that one more time.
Yeah,
Pirate LARPing.
Oh, let's do it.
Is that dude. I wonder if there is. I've only seen like the medieval
I've
knight
only seen,
people.
yeah, I've only seen like
We all
knights
fight
and-
on a boat. Oh, that would be,
Be
metal.
awesome.
Viking
One of us
LARPing.
comes
Viking LARPing.
Oh,
would be
I'm so
tight.
Viking LARPing. There's gotta be more like Central Mexico, like Azteca Mayan LARPing. Well, we're all indigenous in Mexican Indians.
We need to go out more.
No, we do.
We do.
We
We
need to
got-
like
gotta-
actually get out of the house once there isn't a
Yeah.
virus.
We gotta go explore the world.
What do you?
We gotta find a pirate ship.
We can't explore the world. We're completely stuck here.
I know, but I'm just saying we need to.
I know it feels weird because you're like I recently like booked a flight. I'm doing a table read out in Atlanta for a screenplay. I'm
Nice.
a screenwriter, by the way, guys.
Austin's gonna make amazing movies.
Austin
Stay
writes
tuned.
movies already and gets awards for them.
He's on the rise. Keep your ears out open. This
Yeah.
man's going places.
Hopefully we can get him produced so you guys can see him.
We're not doing this podcast for us. We're doing it to make money to support Austin's dream.
Yeah, it's like Entourage. I get that.
It's all the bigger circle, man. Circle of bosses. Come on, this is what happens when you listen to rap music. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense, Trey. Come on, baby. You know what time it is.
It don't make sense.
I booked my flight to Atlanta.
No, do you get it though?
And
Because cents is like the dollar.
I
But it
understood
also
that
like it's
reference.
like
Okay.
I can't comprehend, this action if it's not gonna,
It's a
pay
double
me.
meaning, Austin.
You guys are mansplaining something to me that I already
All
understand.
right, just want to make sure we're on the same boat. It's
Yeah.
all love.
No, we are. We're on the same boat. We all got the
It's
same
just-
paddle, and
it's
we're
just-
trying to lift it out of the water at the same time.
Same-
We're on the right side, but we're all like,
we
just going in a circle.
just
yeah,
been
we're
going in a
spinning
circle.
around, and we're like, how did this happen?
Let's go. We're going nowhere.
Oh no, guys, what's going on? What's wrong? And, so I study screenwriting at the University of Georgia, and our learning program has changed very much, aka why I'm still in Texas. I should have been out there, but people don't learn. And I felt like it was just so exciting. I felt like I was going to a completely different country, and it was only because I just booked a flight to a city that I haven't been to yet, because I literally can't go anywhere else. Because guess what? We can't. Crazy,
I
right?
feel that.
Agreed.
I moved out to a
We
city
can also
I've never been to.
we can also Leo moved in the middle of a pandemic.
I know. Yeah, I know. I came out here with him.
Yeah.
I brought him.
Why
I
don't
was
you
like,
just drive out there? Oh, the program changed, so you didn't have to go anyway.
Yeah,
That's,
so,
I
like,
get
it's
you.
all
Yeah, yeah.
virtual.
Originally,
I was
I
like,
was
you could have
supposed
just
to be-
driven. Yeah, makes sense.
yeah, I'm just gonna drive through Mississippi and.
Don't love you there, bro.
Yeah, you're
good.
I'll
You're
be
good.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Oh, stop it. What do you literally have
I'm
no
just
worry.
saying, like, I didn't want to drive all the way through the South just to like vibe in Athens.
I drove from Austin to Orlando one time.
What was that
Why
like?
aren't you special?
That was rough, dude.
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
terrible.
How many
It was
hours?
horrible. 16.
16.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Wow.
You stop anywhere? Or was it just one gun through?
No, just drove straight. It was
Oh,
me
dang.
and one other person.
That's
yeah.
wild.
You just white knuckle it. You're like, I'm not even gonna stop.
Yeah. it
Unless
was,
for like gas or anything like that, where they
Yeah.
look at you and they're like, "You're not from around here, are you?" I guarantee that like not all parts of the South are like that, but
of course not.
it's
but
just a
still
fun
just-
stereotype.
Yeah.
And
Stereotypes are fun. You're right.
Love stereotypes,
oh my gosh.
No, it's brutal. It's hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But hopefully I get to go out to Athens pretty soon because I heard it's a beautiful city.
Yeah, we should go to Greece.
Let's go to
It's
Greece.
probably Athens, Greece is probably a little bit nicer and not as like buttery hot where you're like wading through the air just trying to breathe
South
in the
gets
middle of
hot.
August.
Yeah.
I mean, like Texas is hot, but apparently
gets
like
sweaty.
the South is just like, are you ready for the swamp?
I feel like the South is just sticky.
Just
Like
sticky.
it's hot and
It's a
sticky.
sticky
we're
place.
kind of like the gateway to the South. Kind
Yeah.
of. Like
In a
Texas
sense.
is weird because it's like, yeah, we're a Confederate state, but at the same time, we're also not the South because we're Texas, and we're like, we're different, we're special, we're unique.
We don't even relate to like the union. Like we'd say that like we're our own union.
We're on you.
which
like,
is
we're not
a
even-
complete lie. We're a state
know.
in the U.S.
It is a
but we're
state,
like,
but we're
no,
also-
like,
Like it technically is its own union too.
Big ass state.
Okay.
Like
Big old state.
it is.
Yeah. But we're still part of it.
That was in their
It was-
contract to become a state. They're like, we want to be our own state.
We want to be with you guys. Like we won't sit at you. We won't like sit with you at lunch.
Yeah,
But like we'll work on
We'll
group
go to the-
projects with
yeah,
you.
yeah.
We'll, like say what's up on the hallway.
Yeah,
We have homeroom
if we're
together,
walking
but
by
we
each
don't
other, we'll
hang
say
out
what's
outside
up.
of class.
But I'm not calling you to hang out at my
yeah, you
place.
ain't kicking
after.
it.
We're
my place.
special.
Yeah.
We're unique. We're Texas. I mean, I moved out here, so I'm not talking smack. I'm just,
No,
I'm
love
just,
Texas.
I'm just vibing, bro.
No, it does have such a bigger sense
Love
of
Texas.
nationality, like national pride than like other states. Like
Mm.
like even more than California for sure. Like people that are from Texas are like,
We gotta-
yes, I'm from Texas. Like
this stolen land is cooler than your stolen
They-
land.
It's all stolen
It's
land.
all
What are you
Not to
talking
get too
about?
political,
land.
but
It's all
It's all
it's all
stolen.
stolen land, dog.
so you're agreeing with me.
Yeah,
100%.
Well, yeah,
And if people
facts.
disagree, open up your eyes, man. It is what it is. I'm sorry.
That's some old shit, though, man. Get over
Some old
it.
It's like watering your grass in the rain. You're like, yes.
Oh my god.
How do you feel about Texas? Like, I mean, just since you've been here, Leo.
I need to go explore more of Texas. I love Austin. People here are beautiful. It's hot, it's sweaty, but I can get over that. It's been a fun time.
Wait till December.
I'm glad to be here. Glad to be with you guys. And it's been fun. It's been fun.
Oh yeah,
It's been a lot of fun. Been enjoying my time.
I'll die in Austin, Texas for sure.
Yeah. Hopefully not anytime soon.
I mean, hope not.
Yeah,
but,
can you not?
That would suck.
But I will
Can you
eventually.
live?
That would suck.
Nah, it's yeah, I want to live here. Like I'm cool to exploring other places and like moving out for a little bit. But I always want to come back to Austin area at least.
It's wonderful. I mean, it's still like, I know a lot of people, unicorns. There's probably some of you out there listening to this. You guys know what unicorns are, right?
Yeah, you explained it to me.
Not the horse. Like,
Not the mythical horse.
Trey, you're looking at me like you've seen a ghost.
I don't know what you're talking about. I
'Cause
thought we were
like-
talking about unicorns.
There's a ghost right behind you.
So I know we're talking about Austin, but let's talk about a mythical creature. So unicorn is like someone who grew up in Austin and has like lived here. They're like locals, basically.
Oh, that's funny that they're
Locals.
called unicorns because they're not the majority anymore.
They're not the majority anymore because we came out here and raised the rent. Well, not really. It's actually local government,
Gentrification.
Oh my god.
but- Yeah,
bro.
yay.
Elon Musk and
Speaking
Joe
of which-
Rogan are gonna raise the rent.
Well, not Joe Rogan. He's just gonna show up and then be like DMT, and all his
And
followers
everyone's
are
gonna
gonna
be
be like,
Yes.
I-
That's what we came here for.
Yes.
But what do you guys think about Tesla moving out here?
It's gonna create a lot of job, but it's gonna. I don't know. I feel like it is gonna raise the rent, and housing's gonna become a little bit more expensive, just because a lot of more people are gonna be moving in Austin because of the opportunity.
We're becoming Silicon Valley, dog.
Silicon Valley.
So it
Silicon.
says.
Silicon Valley is the San Fernando Valley.
Oh yeah, those
Yeah.
are two different things. San Fernando Valley is where I
we
don't want to
get
live.
it. The kids at home, they may not get it, but we get it.
Yeah, dude, and it's gonna become the next big hub for that stuff.
That's
I mean
that
that's
stuff. I mean, that's yeah. There's gonna
you're
be
not wrong.
the next
No,
big
I
tech
feel
company's
you.
gonna come out here. They're
Yeah.
gonna buy some land. It's gonna boom. Buda and Kyle are just gonna end up being South Austin eventually. I
Yeah.
I don't even know if we'll still call them that in 100 years because it's just gonna be one big long city.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
So-
mean, Texas, like Austin's not that huge of a city compared to like Houston
No,
or San
Hell
Antonio.
no.
Like San Antonio
it's
is
huge.
enormous.
There's so much more people though in Austin.
Well, yeah, in a tiny space. It's like
Yeah.
we have a box, and then it's like, what if we just pour? Oh no!
Yeah.
We just poured a
Those
bunch
people live
into
here
it.
now.
Officially, over 1 million people living within the city.
Really?
That's
awesome.
crazy.
That's a
We
lot
are
of
the most
people.
populated capital in the U.S.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
I did not
think
know
that's
that.
correct. If I'm wrong, text me and call me a loser. But I think that's true.
Damn.
That's crazy, right?
That's wild.
That's
I
pretty
see
wild.
it though. I get
There's
it.
a lot.
It
There's a
makes
lot of
sense.
people here.
There are a lot of people here, and it's like, I mean, a lot of them are probably coming from California too, which is why they're mad. They're like, don't bring
Yeah.
those hippies
I
with
did.
their,
Yeah,
with their
but-
human rights
but-
over here.
But people, yeah, which
That's
it's funny
me, bro.
to make the
You
joke.
literally described me.
It's funny to make the joke because we're all from California, but like there's people from everywhere moving to Austin. Like
Yeah.
they're coming from all over the country. Like
Florida, Georgia.
A lot of
Yeah.
people-
I've seen
I
a
met
lot
a
of
lot.
Oklahoma.
I met a lot of people from Louisiana while my time here.
yeah, a lot of
A lot
Louisiana.
of Louisiana.
And they all try to walk out of bars with their drinks, and they're like, "Why are you fooling me?"
I just do my job.
Because
so-
New Orleans laws are different. Right, I'm right about that, right?
Yeah, you can walk
can,
around.
yeah.
You can walk around the street.
Damn, that
with a
makes
beer.
a lot of sense now. They just don't. People just like don't know.
Yeah, yeah. They're not being assholes.
they're not being
No, they're
assholes.
just like they're used to be able to walk out of the bar with a beer in their
Uh-huh.
hand, and you can't do that.
Like chasing after. I remember when I was bouncing with you, and this guy like just walked out. He's like, "See you, have a great time." And I was like, "Where you think you're going?" I had to like stop him and he's
Get
like,
over here.
"What?" And I was like, "Dude, that's illegal here." And he's like, "Oh, damn, you're right." And I was like, "Dude, you scared me." Like,
I was about to fuck you up.
I
So
thought I was gonna lose
sorry.
my job, bro. Like you just walking out with a Sprite and Tito's and vodka.
Tito's and
Tito's and vodka.
Tito's and vodka, bro. That shit will ruin you.
Just pour vodka, just staring at him, not reading.
You should go to when the bars open up. You should go and order that and see like what the bartender like says to you. Can I get a Tito's and vodka?
Well,
It happens.
look at
It
me.
happens all the time.
Look at me. They're like, bro, I know you. Like, you're friends with Trae.
Yeah,
You're not stupid. I know too many people. I know so many people now. Like, they're like, hey, like, where are you working at right now? And I was like, nothing. Like, I've had so many different jobs. Like, I've been working in the film industry. I can't tell you guys what, but because I signed an NDA, and I've been doing jobs in the film industry.
legal contracts don't mean anything, dog. Just say it.
That's where you're wrong, actually. That's where you're completely factually incorrect.
Let's break it.
What are they really gonna do?
Then they don't have to pay you. You're like, I signed this contract to work here, but I don't have
Damn.
to pay you. Boom.
If it don't
Here
make
goes the
dollars, it
dynamite.
don't make sense, man.
So I've been like working in the film industry, and it's like all over the place. So like whenever I apply for like a job anywhere else, they look at my resume and they're like, "What are you doing here? Like, what are you
trying to get my bread up, and then you massage your hands like this, trying to get my bread up.
Do the Birdman.
I love that. But you guys both work in the industry, in the bar industry.
That's
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah. What are some of your like favorite experiences? Just like being here.
The-
I know
the
you've been here for
regulars.
a little bit.
Just actually the cool people that come
Yeah,
in.
like,
Like
for me,
you meet,
it's-
like a lot. Obviously, there's you get your assholes too, but it's nice to meet someone that is wholesome
This-
and is
the-
like actually a good person.
The camaraderie, the people, the regulars you see every night. They take care of you,
Yeah.
you take care of them. It's the love,
Yeah,
you know.
and like working with cool people. Like I've worked at bars where like I'm just like like miserable going to work,
Yeah,
but
dude.
like at where we're at now,
Working with cool coworkers.
yeah, going to work is
takes
cool.
you far.
They're chill and
Yeah.
good people. So that's the best part.
Mhm.
There's plenty of shit that goes on in the industry that you hear more about than the actual good stuff. So
Mhm.
Yeah. Certain things we won't mention on this podcast. But I remember working there, and I was just I've been out of it for so long that it's like I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Like
it's
has
the
it
same, man.
changed?
It don't change. It's
No.
changed now because of COVID. and
It's like our
we're a
hometown.
restaurant. Yeah, yeah, right.
Keep
You
keep
go
our,
back and
keep
I'm
our
like,
masks on.
Yeah,
That's
just
the
the way
worst
I
part
left.
is telling
The-
people to put their masks on because people don't like
Yeah.
being told what to do.
and I don't get it. And I have to explain to him like,
And
dude,
then-
we like being open. We like y'all being here. We like being here. So just follow the rules so we
Yeah,
can
it's
stay
not that
here.
fucking
Like,
hard.
You can't be like, I want the bars to be open, and then you walk in without a mask and then spit and cough everywhere, and you're
yeah.
like, why are you asking me to put on a mask?
Why is it
Is it because I'm an
closed?
idiot? Probably.
That's how they take it though.
No, they take
think
it like
I'm
you're
a
attacking
Muslim?
him, and I
I'm
don't. I'm
not.
like, dude, we're just trying to stay
Please.
open, dude. All it takes is like one video.
Help
or-
me, help you.
All it takes is
Yeah.
like one Instagram video of a bunch of people not following the rules, and we're screwed. But from any
Oh.
bar, like any bar does it, all the bars will get shut down.
Done.
And it's hilarious because they're like, well, I'm not going to live in fear. I'm like, it's a virus. This isn't like a terrorist attack.
Yeah.
Like you're it's just a little virus that has no political agenda, and people are like, never bow down. Like, yeah, if some of your friends out here listening to this are like, hey, that's me. Yeah, bite me.
You know where to find him. What's up?
Yeah. This isn't my
We'll drop his
podcast.
we'll drop his address.
Yeah, we'll drop it.
Yeah. Walk in, we'll all hang out. And we
go
can
to
drink
hang
beers
out.
here and drink here because we can't go out and drink anymore because we lost that privilege.
Except for Jackalope South Shore, come see us.
Come shouts out.
Yeah. If you guys do go out, make sure and tip your servers. It's
Tip your waiters.
Yes.
it's a difficult
Show the
time for
love.
everybody, so show them
We're all
love.
holding it
Always
down.
look out for your friends. And this isn't the end of the podcast. I know it kind of sounds like it right now, but just a reminder to
more
always
time.
be kind to the people that are out there working right now because they're putting their health on the line. And we want to get back to normal as soon as we can.
Hell yeah, buddy.
No more normal.
No more normal.
No more
ever
We're gonna be
again.
fine
There
eventually,
is
but
no
not for a while.
normal.
Nah, things are gonna change forever.
Things are gonna change.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully people start wearing masks more when they're sick and they have to go out. That's just like the big thing. But like, we've
I
been
think because
through
you would,
pandemics
because
before.
you'd look pretty weird like
Mm.
before all this wearing a
Yeah,
mask.
yeah.
I think it's forever gonna be something that's not that big of a deal anymore.
Well, it was normal
But,
to me. Like,
walking out like in public with a mask on.
Yeah.
Well, I feel that.
What were we
Yeah.
saying? That was normal to you?
well, it was normal. Like, I've seen it at the airport so much, just people from different countries, like
At
always
the airport,
wearing masks.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
it like makes sense to me. I was like, oh, they're probably trying to protect people around them from catching
When they come to
something that they
America,
have.
like you're being the only one, like, or one or two people in the airport. Like it's not.
They don't care.
I know, but we notice it as Americans. We're like,
Yeah.
oh, that person is wearing a mask. It won't be like that anymore.
Yeah.
And that people will continue to wear it all the time, I think.
No.
I had to grow this glorious beard right when we went into the pandemic, and I like now it's just ruined. Now it looks like I'm like pressing in my beard, so it's like I've been wearing a bowl on my face all day.
Oh, like the
ridiculous.
lines will be like in there.
Man.
Yeah, like the sides are all toughed out because they go through like the holes in the mask, and I'm just like walking around like, hey everybody.
That beard looks like a trunk of a tree.
Stop. I don't know why I said that.
Swirly.
There's two problems with it that I don't like.
Go on.
I smile at people a lot,
I do too.
and now they just think I'm staring at them because
Yeah.
they can't see my mouth.
I've been doing the eye smile where like you move your eyebrows. Yeah.
I guess you
You know
can
what
see
I'm
my
saying?
cheeks, so you know
Try to wring the
sometimes. But,
cheeks,
but I
yeah.
notice myself like looking back at people and like smiling, and
Yeah.
them not giving me any reaction. I'm like, oh shit,
I've been
I'm walking away.
I've been throwing the shocks a lot.
shocks.
I've been throwing
Yeah,
the
yeah,
shots.
The little head nod that white
nod.
people do. They're like,
yeah, head nods. Also, I just think I'm wearing sunglasses sometimes, so I'll stare at people because I think I have sunglasses on, but it's just my mask because there's something on my face,
They're all looking at you weird.
and I'll just be like staring at people. I'll be like, oh, I'm actually staring at that person. Shoot,
Sorry.
oh, walk away, my bad.
like, who asked you, bro?
Yeah.
What are you looking at?
Like, my bad.
Sorry.
You're like smiling at this person, and they're just
Like,
looking
what
at
the
you
fuck
like,
you say to me?
why is this
Yeah.
person? It's like an episode of Atlanta where there's just someone right in the corner just staring at
Staring.
you with a mask on.
Like, my bad, dude. I'm just not used to it.
Oh
How
god.
many times have you forgotten your mask?
Dude, it's so funny. Like, there's been a couple times where I've like gone up to the door, like, because I'm usually pretty vigilant about it.
Yeah.
But I've gone up to the door, and then out loud, I'll be like, "Oh no, my mask!" And I like run back like I'm Spider-Man, and
Oh
I
my
walked
God.
out like forgetting it.
Dude,
I gotta keep
I-
masks in like several areas, man. Like I got one in my backpack, one in my car, and I think like an extra one in my room.
Yeah,
But I'll be
I
forgetting
have
it
a
all
bunch.
day.
And I'll walk out of the car all the time, and like the second I see someone, I'm like, God dang it!
Shit.
Hopefully, I'm not too far away from my car already.
God dang
Shit.
it, Bobby!
God dang
Don't
it,
forget
Bobby.
your mask.
Damn it, Bobbin.
It's crazy.
So I was thinking
don't know.
about like movies and shit
Uh-huh.
from like now on, like in the future. Are like background people gonna have masks on, or is it like?
No,
No.
The thing about that, from someone who has experience working with background people in film and TV, is that they're usually like, I think, it's like, you ever seen like the Flex tape or like the Flex Seal commercial where the guy has the
Yeah.
tape and he's just like, he like slaps the tape
Yeah.
onto the
Yeah.
water thing. It's like that, like you're kind of putting like something over it. You're like, hey, they give him like a questionnaire and they have him put on hand sanitizer, and it's like, do you have COVID? Yes or no? And it's like,
No.
like I'm gonna
No.
put no
Yeah.
because I have no idea if I have COVID or not, and if I did, I wouldn't be showing up to surround myself with 200 plus people
Yeah.
on an enclosed set. But they cast like crew members are probably gonna have to wear masks for a very, very long time.
But like in movies and stuff, will we see people in masks?
No,
No.
no. They'll probably let
You
them
imagine?
do it.
Like
they'll
the
do
next
temperature
Fast and the
checks.
Furious is just the same different plot. They're just wearing masks.
That's what I was thinking.
They don't even mention the mask.
It's like a very muffled Vin
People
Diesel.
get
And it's
it.
just like,
People-
we love you, Vin Diesel.
Shouts
But
out, man. Hope you're doing well.
yeah, they're probably gonna be like way more vigilant because like I know you and I have talked about this like a lot. Like I looked straight ahead when I said that, but both of you guys, if like, I think I've noticed that people are just so dirty sometimes.
They're dirty, bro.
And it's like,
Yeah.
they're like, well, I showered. And it's like, yeah, but you got to wash your hands after you vomit in the toilet. Like at the bar that you're at, buddy. They just walk, like, they don't even wash their hands. They're like, I don't want to look weak. And it's like, it's just washing your hands.
Please wash
Like-
your hands, sir.
Sorry,
I
Chad.
think
from
we've said
Kappa
wash your hands
Apple
on
Pie.
every episode.
Well,
Of this
get the
podcast.
idea, people. Get the message.
Just wash your hands. It's like a lot of this could be avoided if we just took like basic steps that like other countries like have routinely down. And like,
Dog, you think you could tell this many Americans to all do the same thing?
I've been screaming it inside my head, but I'm not going to go on Facebook and be like,
There-
hey guys, you should wash your hands, because people will be like, I have a right to die. And they like, fight you over it. It's like, ugh. Like, okay, fine.
You're not
Like,
wrong, but
I don't like Americans. Like, one of the best things about us is that we love being told not what to, like, what not to do. We're like,
yeah.
I don't want to be told what to do. Freedom. And then it's like, hey, can you like wear a mask? And they're like, no, I'm going to infect my neighbors. Yeah, spread it.
Yeah,
Um,
spread it.
That's-
yeah.
it's so like, we're so freedom driven to the point that we're inconsiderate of just things that other countries are like, hey, we should look out for each other. And here we're like, nah.
Yeah.
Like,
Why do you think it like got like that?
the American way, bro.
Really? Everyone's just about themselves.
Not paying attention is as American as apple pie.
Yeah.
We like act like we're so free, like compared to other countries, when plenty of other countries have the same amount of freedom that we do.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think we just gotta humble down, settle down.
100%. People are so like, I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it.
I know what you're getting at.
Yeah.
People are just pieces of shit.
Like, yeah, some people just suck, and it's like, man, like other countries are just as free as us, and they don't have the issues that we have. We are, we are the laughing stock of the rest of the world.
We might be.
They make so much fun of us in other countries.
Yeah.
Now I get why France hates us so much.
I get why they
like
all
stupid
call
American
silly
people.
American.
I spit on you.
And before I was like, hey man, don't come for my country like that. Now I'm just like, you know what? Just kill me. Just end it all, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh gosh. Like it's crazy. Like the whole political spectrum has just changed and shifted so drastically.
Yeah.
Like, especially after Obama, everyone was like, I want something different. And well, now look where we're at. I'm not going to name names directly, but look where we're at now. And people are like, we're better than ever while they're on fire. It's like
good.
The dog
It's
in the
fine.
room that's on
It's
fire.
fine. I'm fine.
I am
Everything's
okay
fine.
with the events currently unfolding around me. And like the last 4 months in general, like, bro.
Like I said, dude, 2020 has been the worst year in history.
It's
dog.
an ego thing, bro. It's a stubborn thing.
Well, it's probably not as bad as like the Black Plague, but like, because that killed like a third of Europe's population.
Yeah. Didn't it kill like a third of the world?
At the time, I think so.
I think all
I
the
think you're
population was Europe.
Something
All the
like that,
population
yeah.
is Europe, at least the
Yeah.
recorded population.
But like the thing is we have technology, and it's almost like we refuse to just use it. Like
I said, it's not nearly as bad as the Black Death.
oh no, of course
Yeah.
not. Of course not.
I don't know.
It
wasn't as
not.
bad as like the Ottoman Empire either. People were getting
No.
pillaged.
We're definitely on like easy
Back when-
mode as far as end of the world goes.
Yeah.
Right
And we're
now.
failing.
Yeah, we're getting our shit kicked in on easy
We're
mode.
losing
It's
so
like,
bad.
hey, can you put it on easy so that I can like
Yeah.
actually beat the game?
Okay.
And then it's like we looked at the controller and we just went nah, and we broke it in half.
Y'all were stoked for the zombie apocalypse, but y'all ain't ready,
I know.
dude. We're
Yeah.
not ready.
Everyone wants a zombie apocalypse until we get like a precursor, like an hors d'oeuvre, if you will. And then we just fail and we're like, oh my gosh, I'm not ready.
We just botch it so
Botch
hard.
it.
Have you
lot
guys
of-
seen World War Z?
A lot of us would botch a zombie apocalypse.
Oh,
World
for
War Z is
sure.
an amazing film.
Oh, it's
I love
great.
that
I love
movie.
World War Z.
There's the
Great.
scene where the doctor's like, he's like, I'm ready to go. And they give him the gun and like the Harvard doctor that everyone was hyping up.
Yeah.
And then the zombies ran at him when they were getting off the airplane in South Korea. And they're like, all right, stay calm. And then he tried to run up the ramp, slipped and fell and shot himself in the head. And I was like, that is America
that was such a
trying to
dumb
handle
scene.
COVID.
I hated that scene.
But it makes sense
it
now.
made me feel away.
I don't want anyone to ever make fun of people's stupid decisions in horror movies anymore because we make them every day.
I feel that.
No. Can't argue that.
I sound very bitter and negative right now. I'm not.
And you
Okay,
are.
no, I am
You
kind of that way. But
are.
a lot of
It's
people out there who may
okay.
know me. I just
You
care
strong-
about other
you
people's
feel-
well-being.
You
That's
feel
all I want.
strongly about what you feel about.
I feel very
And that's
That
strongly.
didn't
okay.
make sense.
I
but-
know, I get it. Yeah, it
I
makes
mean,
perfect
the
sense. It
opinions-
makes perfect sense.
The opinions you have, you feel strongly about them, and that's cool. That's why we love you.
Mhm.
Oh, stop.
Stop.
I just want people to be healthy, and I want us all to work. And
Yeah, but that's the thing,
It's
dude.
just
After all this stuff and like things go back to somewhat normal, or at least like more operate. I don't even know what word I'm looking at. And when people go back to work, like think about how many fucking lazy people are gonna be out there, man.
We've talked about this
Nobody's
before,
gonna
too,
nobody's
yeah.
gonna want to work.
well, you know that productivity has actually gone up from when people are working at home.
Really?
Yeah. There's
Damn.
studies showing that like people who are working from home are way more productive because they don't have to drive all the way to the office, sit in traffic. They're not
Sit in
in
your
an
crappy
environment-
workspace,
yeah,
like
stressed
Wow.
out.
Yeah, you're comfortable at home.
Really?
You're
Yeah.
in your
I did not know
pajamas.
that.
You're hanging out. You're working in a comfortable area where you can get up and stretch a little bit, and you can have your work environment however you want it. And people are doing better, and they're like, "Oh, that's weird." Like, it's almost like saving money on
Yeah,
gas and
this-
travel and stress
it's
is a
like-
good thing.
Yeah, the pandemic has kind of exposed a lot of flaws that we have in our system.
Mm.
Just in our everyday regular life system. You know how it goes. It kind of exposed a lot of flaws and how there are other ways to do things that can be just as, if not more, productive, which is cool.
I agree completely.
Yeah.
I have no counter to that whatsoever.
like why can't you do like a 2 or 3 a week or a day, 2 or 3 days a week where you go in the office and the rest of the days you work at home, you know?
People aren't going to like the answer I'm going to give them.
Give him.
Capitalism. That's an oversimplification. But the 40-hour work week is drastically overrated and
for sure.
not incredibly necessary. But like when you put the power in, oh my gosh, I'm sounding like such a hippie right now. When you have businesses that want to work and make money and profit as efficiently as possible, there's things that they instill in place so that they can better increase the profit of their company and their brand.
Yeah.
And it doesn't exactly affect people in a healthy or positive way. Because if you tell me that sitting behind a desk for 40 to 60 hours a week being underpaid is good for you, I want you just to put it into perspective.
Yeah.
Like there's people out there who are working that same amount of hours doing construction and or working as a server doing doubles, and it's hard on your body. It's really like difficult to imagine like what a world like. Well, it's not difficult to imagine it anymore because we're literally living it. But it's crazy to think about like just the amount of stress from the entire situation of being like, especially like I have like really bad anxiety. You guys know this.
No, not you.
Really?
Me never.
You got anxiety? What?
Never would have guessed it.
Yeah. Who would have thought Slim Shady's someone you would have bought?
Who would have thunk?
It's just you're looking at and like so many people are like, it's so calm and almost peaceful. And when we were like, you remember what like Austin looked like when quarantine and like lockdown really first started.
Yeah. It was dead.
It was dead. It was amazing.
It was the best.
Oh, I loved it. I was like, oh, I can pull up and not watch 8 people run through a stoplight.
Yeah.
And
there was the roads were empty. Yeah.
Oh, it was incredible. What was California like?
Well, we lived in San Diego. It was pretty dead too.
Yeah.
Like the first couple
stayed inside a little bit.
The first couple weeks, a lot of people stayed inside. You know, one month went around. Still pretty dead. Like second month, like you started to see a little bit more cars come out.
Yeah.
And then eventually, like it would, it kind of went to like somewhat normal.
Yeah.
Just like traffic wise, where like okay, like you'd be like in a little bit of traffic, or people were like you'd be going to places, mostly like grocery stores or work if you were like an essential worker.
Yeah.
But before I left, like things like pretty bad. You know, they looked pretty normal. And then, like, I guess, like 2 weeks later after that, Newsom, shut everything back down again because they were starting to open up movie theaters, bars, and, like, sit-down restaurants. And that was only open for, like, 2 weeks.
Yeah,
kind of similar to, like, what was here.
I remember everything shut back down in California.
Yeah, everything did.
Have you guys seen Jaws?
The shark movie?
Yeah. Remember how the shark was killing people at the beach? And the sheriff was like, hey, we need to close the beach because the shark is going around killing people. And the mayor was like, but it's July 4th. And he was like, it's our biggest cash cow week. We're going to keep it open. And then a bunch of people died. And he's like,
how did this happen?
How did this happen?
Sorry.
Been saying that since this first began. Like people are like, well, there's a virus going around. What if we open everything up and then it'll stop? Like that was the thought process.
Herd immunity, dog.
Herd immunity, bro. If we all get it. No, I didn't think past that.
If we all get it, no one new could get it.
If I close my eyes, I can't. It's not there.
If everyone has AIDS, no one has AIDS.
Oh,
that's deep right there.
It's deep. That's like the fake deep. Like you ever see those cartoons where it's like
fake deep
reality society, and it's like people walking around on their phones, like ignoring a homeless person that's Jesus or something, and they're like, "This is so deep," and I'm just like, "Oh my gosh." Oh, you've seen those, right?
I've
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I feel like I've talked so much
this
entire time.
Why you're on,
you're our guest.
I don't want you guys to be like, I have a thought, and then I'm like, no.
Sit down first. My thought first.
I didn't get enough attention as a kid, so I'm going to talk over you.
We'll give you all the attention you need, man.
Oh, stop.
That's what we're here for, man.
Yes,
hey,
sir.
by the way, we didn't record.
Yes, we did.
I know.
I was about to scream and flip this table over.
God damn.
You guys were about to hear a dark side of Leo.
Just sound guy pranks. Like I've been on film set before where the person, like, they've said, like, everybody I've worked with has been really, really great at their job, but every once in a while you'll be starting, getting ready to go, and then some person will be like, wait. I gotta press, like, I'm not ready yet. And they're like trying to run through it, because like when I was an AD, I'd have to be like, let's go. I'd be calling out like rolling, are we recorded, camera ready, sound speeding. And occasionally they would say that and they're like, wait, no, and everyone's like, they'd like do the caveman SpongeBob and like wait. And it's so funny to like to think about, because when I was at UC Santa Cruz, there were a couple people that forgot to record certain parts of the movie. Brutal. And it's hard, especially when you're a student, because like you have equipment, but you're working with it. Especially we were on the quarter system, so we had time constraints. And instead of 15 weeks, we had 10.
Yeah.
And we had to do all that. Like I wrote a feature screenplay in 10 weeks, which if anyone knows how writing a feature screenplay works, it takes longer than 10 weeks. It usually takes people a year to 2 years sometimes to really write like a full, complete screenplay. And in school, it's like, hey, make a complete film in a couple weeks. I want to see footage next week. I want to see a rough cut after.
Is that the one that's won you a bunch of awards? Was that Slaughter Lane?
Slaughter Lane is my feature screenplay that I'm hoping to get produced.
Is that the one you wrote in 10 weeks?
No.
Oh.
I wrote one. I'm not going to give away the idea in case anyone's trying to prey on my creative endeavors. Okay. I'm joking, obviously. But Slaughter Lane, I wrote actually when I first moved to Texas.
Okay.
So like when we were living in San Marcos, I was like, what am I going to do next? And I started writing Slaughter Lane. And, I've been on the festival circuit. That's actually, I'm doing a table read for it in Atlanta on Labor Day weekend.
Nice.
And if you guys ever do go to Atlanta and you want to see me out there, wear your mask. We're going to be socially distanced at the festival. And that's been the feature screenplay that I'm taking around, looking to get produced. I have a couple more that I'm trying to get made into films. And I'd love to direct them. And if you guys want to be a part of them, maybe.
Maybe. Sounds good.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is Austin Koch,
the man,
film writer, Eagle Scout, our best friend, my roommate. And this has been another episode of Thicc Topix, guys. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for being here, guys.
Thank you guys for having me. Just quick, shameless self-promotion. I run a podcast called The Internet World Order. We talk about movies. We talk about wrestling. We talk about comic books. We talk about video games. It's family friendly in the sense that we don't drop F-bombs all the time, but we talk about various different movies. Recently we did Alien. And if you guys are thinking about starting a podcast, you know where to find me. And I can help you get up there because it's something that I love to do. And I'm really excited to see Leo and Trae. They've been doing such an amazing job being on here. And they're a joy to listen to.
Love, man.
I'm glad that they invited me on. It's been a lot of fun being here, and hopefully I can come back eventually. But yeah, if you guys are still listening, share it with your friends, share their podcasts, buy their merch, buy their stickers, and just stay tuned. That's the best thing I can say.
Austin is the Michael Jordan to our Rodman and Pippen of this
really
podcast.
Is, man.
Like,
he really is. We wouldn't be able
to
do this without him.
Don't get me wrong. We're pretty good. But
you guys are great.
Without Michael, we ain't great. So
yeah, that's right.
A lot of credit goes to Austin.
Thank you for being here,
that's been
buddy.
Thicc Topix, guys. Stay thick.
Love y'all.